Here we see our sun. And here we see our Earth. The date is June 21st. And in this position, the northern hemisphere has its longest day of the year because it is tilted towards the sun, so it receives far more direct sunlight, whereas the southern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun, so it receives less sunlight. The Earth is bent, the axis is bent over at 23.5 degrees. And here we see in this position what we call fall. What happens in fall, although the Earth's axis is tilted, both hemispheres receive a somewhat equal amount of sunlight. In this position, we find ourselves in winter here in Texas. This is because the northern hemisphere is bent away from the sun and thusly receives less direct sunlight, whereas the southern hemisphere is bent closer towards the sun. So in Rio, they're celebrating summer, even though it's December. In this position, we find ourselves in what we call spring, because, like fall, both hemispheres are receiving a somewhat equal amount of sunlight. And now the date is once again June 21st. The sun is at its original position, and now, a year later, the cycle starts over.